What is going on, everybody? This your dude Shop, and welcome to the NBA Player Matchup Show, where we go over today's NBA matchups and get you situated with all the action that's coming out today. Now, we know that yesterday there was no NBA, so today we get a plethora of games, and we got some good matchups just looking at the slate right now. One of the matchups that everybody's looking forward to is Victor Wembanyama in Madison Square Garden. That should definitely be a good matchup. But there's also some other kind of good matchups that I really want to see tonight as well. And that is going to be, I love this OKC Cleveland matchup with SGA back. I like this New Orleans Pelicans Minnesota matchup. But I really like this Golden State Warrior Denver matchup. That's going to be a very good matchup. And so I'm going to get you straight today. We're going to take a look. I'm going to show you a little bit about how I research and how I come up with certain player props. And we'll go through every game and we'll look up some matchups. Appreciate everybody coming through. What's up, Socks? So let's start with the Washington Charlotte game. 239 total. Looks like Charlotte is definitely a favorite here. Minus 2.5 favorite. The one thing that going into this, look, I'm a Washington, as you can tell by the hat, I'm a Washington Wizards fan. And so I know how bad this team is, and I know how bad they are against certain positions and stuff like that. But the one thing that I will say is that their bench plays hard. So I feel like that 239 is right there. That's actually right where I would put this game. But we're going to take a look at the individual matchups. I don't think we have any kind of injuries. Let me just go ahead and refresh. But I don't think we have any kind of injuries for this game. Off the bat, before we go ahead and take a look at the statistics, I really like LaMelo Ball. Look, A1 said it right there. LaMelo Ball over 9.5 assists at minus 140. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm probably going to take it before I even look at the stats. Just because I know how bad this Wizard team is against the point guard position and how many assists they give up. So one of the places I love going to is this place right here. It's called #basketball.com. This is where I get all of my defense versus position kind of analytics. And the one cool thing is that you can do from the entire season, you can do the last 7 days, and you can do like the last 2 weeks, last 30 days. Yo, appreciate that follow, A1. Again, appreciate all the follows. Help me get to 3,000 followers. I'm at 1082 right now. We gonna get there. We gonna get there. I'm gonna be doing shows like this all the time. So what I like to do, depending on, it's still early in the season. So I'm actually gonna still do the entire season. I'm gonna still do the entire season. This is definitely good if, for instance, a certain player, star player has been out, like let's say SGA has been out a week. So then you would do like the last 7 days. So we may adjust this depending on the matchup that we get. Depending on the matchup we get, we'll adjust this. So let's go all the way down. So this is what I like to do. I like to go all the way down to the bottom again. So let me tell you what these things, what the color coded means too. So red means top 50, orange means middle 50, and then green means bottom 50. You're a Bulls fan? Nice. So again, like I said, let's go ahead and go down here to position data, and we're gonna go ahead and take a look at the Charlotte position data. And so this is basically how Charlotte matches up with the Washington Wizards or all their teams in their positions. So let's go ahead and say, so you can see right here, they're really bottom 50 against power forwards. As we continue to scroll over, it looks like they give up almost 18 rebounds to centers. Charlotte is a bad rebounding team. And so that's definitely something that we should definitely take a look at. And you can see they're giving up 10.5 assists to point guards. Now, that's also 149. That's next to last. There's only 150. You got the top 50, you got the mid 50, and you got the bottom 50 rankings. They're right there at that bottom 50. So Tyus Jones is in play, in my opinion, for assists. Now, if we go take a look at his assist on FanDuel, I can't pull it up right now. But if we go take a look on FanDuel to see what Tyus Jones' assist is, give me a second. As we continue to look at these rankings, they don't give up. So a lot of people like Jordan Poole threes tonight. I mean, Charlotte doesn't give up that many threes to shooting guards. So again, something else that you may want to take a look at. So if we take a look at, hold on, let me get it real quick. We take a look at Tyus Jones and see what his assist line is. Tyus Jones' assist line is 6.5. So 6.5. They give up a crazy 10.5. So I feel like Tyus Jones' assist line is in play. If we go take a look at Washington, and we'll go take a look at them, you can see, I mean, they rank in the bottom half against most of the positions right here. Center, point guard, small forward, shooting guard. They're bottom last against center points. They're almost bottom last against shooting guard points. I mean, they're just a bad defensive team. Like, if you ever want to kind of just go and target a team, like, this is the team to target. And you can see right here, they are the worst 13.7 assists when it comes to giving it up to point guards. And that's why I agree with A1. I am taking LaMelo Ball over 9.5 assists. In fact, I would actually take him. I would probably take him up to 11. Right now, his assist is 10.5 on FanDuel at a plus 116, but you can always bump that down to 9.5. I think that's for, let's see, 9.5 is minus 174. I'm not mad at that either. So for me, I'm probably going 9.5 or 11 for LaMelo Ball, and I probably would take Tyus Jones at 6.5 on FanDuel at plus 102. So I like those two right there. Like, again, this is only part of the research that I do. I do other things as well, but this is a big part of it. Like, knowing what teams do against certain players, certain positions, and then seeing the volume. So the other thing that I do along with this is, so let's say, okay, you know what? I like Tyus Jones over an assist, but what has he been doing lately? So then that's when I go over here to Roto Grinders, go to their NBA starting lineup, and I go ahead and click Tyus Jones, and we'll see that he, oh man, it's not giving me, hold on. I gotta zoom back out. So let's go to Tyus Jones. It's not giving me the stuff right here. Oh, here it is. I guess I gotta zoom in some more. All right, well, I know Tyus Jones, let's see, in this game right here, he got, I usually don't have to do this. I wonder if it's because I'm on my smaller screen right here. But Tyus Jones assist percentage right now is at 28.9, which in my opinion is really well. 28.9%. Like that's really good. But that's the court IQ. I've been watching the Wizards for a long time. Yes, I'm a diehard Wizards fan. So, like, if there's any team that I know, it's the Wizards. It's the Wizards. Actually, let me see if I can pull this out some. Okay, now we get it. All right, so he has gotten 8 assists, 5 assists, 3 assists, 7 assists, and 7 assists. So, in my opinion, this is still, even though it's Charlotte, they give up a bunch of assists. The fact that he has 8 and 5 in his last two games, 3 and then 7 and 7. I would probably actually bump that to over 4.5 instead of 5.5. Like I would bump that down a little bit lower on FanDuel. If I was playing Tyus Jones assists. If we go take a look at LaMelo's assists, I mean LaMelo has 15, 11. I feel really good about LaMelo's assist. I feel really good about LaMelo's assist. All right, I'm trying to get it so yeah, it's not allowing me to. Let's see. All right, we could take away games played. Pace, turnovers, blocks, steals, assists. All right. There we go. All right. Let's see if we go to LaMelo. All right, so we can still see his. Yeah, so LaMelo has had 13, 11, 5, 8, 9, and 10. Right now his line is at 10.5. I like it. All right, let's move on to the Boston Celtics at the Philadelphia 76ers. Let's go ahead and go to the. We'll start with the home team. So we'll start with Philly. You see their bottom half against small forwards and point guards. So Drew Holiday looks in play right now, but let's see for what. So we scroll over. So we see Drew. They're giving up over 3.5 threes, and they're giving up 8 assists per game to point guards. I really don't see anything else that stands out. I mean, of course, people like Tatum, people like Brown. But as far as stat wise, there's really nothing else that really stands out. So let's go ahead and go to Boston. See if they're anything. They're a good defensive team, so this is going to be tough. Doesn't look like anything stands out. See, again, I would probably pick nobody from Philly unless you're going like Embiid's points. But you can see even they're like top of the heap when it comes to defending centers. So I don't know if I would go, but I will say this too. All-stars are all-stars, right? It doesn't matter how many, what the defense is. Like, those guys are all-stars for a reason. So Joel Embiid, or whatever his name is, over 20 is a good pick for the 76ers. I mean, if you can get Joel for 20, I mean, you're good. You're good. He's going to get 20. He's definitely going to get 20. But I think his line right now is like 28 and a half. And I'm not sure I would get Joel for 28 and a half. So when I'm pulling it up on FanDuel right now, it looks like, yeah, his thing is at 29 and a half. So I don't know if I would do that. Wembanyama under 10 points? No. I think, and see, Wembanyama's a little bit different, but I don't think you take Wembanyama under 10 points. If you go take a look at we'll skip around. That's fine. We'll take a look at Wembanyama right now. He's actually been playing pretty good. He hasn't had 10 points under 10 points all season. I mean, his last three have been 13, 20, 38. The Knicks are not that great. Defending. But I would definitely take Mitchell Robinson, and we'll get to that. We'll get to that soon. In fact, I'll just take questions if we can do that. Ben Simmons. So I don't know. I had Ben Simmons for rebounds, and then all of a sudden they closed on him. I'm not sure what happened to Ben Simmons, but let me see if he's back on the books, because earlier today I was looking at Ben Simmons and I was like, oh yeah, I'm definitely going to take Ben Simmons in rebounds because the Clippers are terrible against rebounders. Ben Simmons right now is he not? Oh no, he's on the books at 9.5 for rebounds. So rebounds and assists. Let's see. What's his line for rebounds and assists? Let's see. Right now, his lines that's points and assists, rebounds and assists. Ben Simmons is at 15.5. So if we go take a look at the Clippers defense, we'll go ahead and take a look at the Clippers defense, and you can see Ben Simmons is playing the center spot. They are bottom 5 against centers. They give up a lot of rebounds, not a lot of assists, but I will say, because Simmons is a little bit different, I wouldn't mind that. I definitely would take Ben Simmons rebounds and probably rebounds and assists. If we go take a look at his numbers lately, we'll go take a look at Ben Simmons and his rebounds, assists. So he's had 19, he had 15, he had 16, he had 18. So, and the line is at 15.5. So I like that. If the line's at 15.5 and he's gotten over 15 every game, he's gotten over 15.5 every game. So I like that. I like that. Now I sound like Kirk Cousins or something, but y'all know what I'm talking about. All right, so for this Philadelphia game, I'm trying to think, who did I take earlier for this Philadelphia game? I kind of went through all of this myself. So this Philadelphia-Boston game, I actually took Jrue Holiday over 5.5 assists. I took Jrue Holiday over 5.5 assists. All right, let's go to the next game. Utah at Indiana. 242 total. Indiana favorites by -6.5. Just looking at this, I mean, Halliburton should get a ton of assists, but the only problem is Halliburton's assist line is so ridiculous right now. Like, his assist line is so crazy. I think it's like 12.5, which should not be the case. Like, nobody should have a 12.5 assist line. But his assist line is 11.5. His assist line is 11.5. So let's go ahead and take a look at the numbers. Let's go ahead and take a look at Utah first defensively. As you can see, bottom half versus center, shooting guard, small forward, and power forward. So everybody but Halliburton, they're bad defensively against. They're bottom 5 against giving up points to power forwards. They still give up 8.7 assists to point guards, but again, you got to remember Halliburton's assist is like 11 and a half. So we definitely don't want to do that. You have Miles Turner over 0.5 threes. Okay, so if we take a look, I mean, they are top third against centers getting threes. So that would be definitely interesting to see. That would definitely be interesting to see. If I had to take anything, I would probably take Obi Toppin for his line right here. Obi Toppin and his points. Let's see. Obi Toppin is 10 and a half points. And they give up, how many points do they give up? They give up 27.1 points. Now, remind you, this is not 27.1 points per, starting power forward. It's 27.1 points versus all the power forwards on that team. So that's definitely how it is. I like Benedict over threes. Really? All right. So let's take a look at Benedict's threes. I don't even think Benedict is even. He's not even on the books. He's not even on the books yet. Is he? Is Mathurin? He's got to be on the books. Hold on. Nope. I don't see Mathurin on the books for threes. All right, A1, appreciate you coming through, man. Again, I like Obi Toppin's points. That's what I took in this game. If we take a look at the Indiana side of things, bottom third against power forwards and centers, giving up almost 16 rebounds to centers. That's what Indiana is doing. So if you wanted to take somebody from Utah, if we're taking a look at their rebounding right here, I mean, you can go. I mean, you can go. I guess they don't have their center on the books either. So they don't even have. Oh, Kelly Olynyk is in because Kessler is out today. Is what a good bet. Kessler is out today, so Kelly Olynyk might be in play for rebounds if you ask me. Kelly Olynyk in limited time, 7'4", 284. Like, I don't know where his line is gonna be, but I actually might like that. In fact, then I actually really like Obi Toppin even more, and maybe go points and rebounds. All right, let's take a look at the premier matchup: San Antonio Spurs versus the New York Knicks. 223 total in this one, with the Knicks favored by 10 and a half, which is kind of surprising. We seen the Spurs beat the Phoenix Suns back-to-back games with Kevin Durant. But yeah, I mean, I get it. They were still missing Booker. Actually, they beat him with Booker the second time. But let's go ahead and dive into this. So let's go ahead and take a look at San Antonio real quick. So San Antonio, bottom third against small forwards, point guards, and centers. 10.4 giving up to point guards, almost last in the league. I just don't know if Brunson is going to pass the ball that much. I don't know if he's going to pass the ball that much. That's really the only issue with this one. But 10.4, let's see what else they're giving up a lot. 3-pointers to small forwards. 3-pointers to small forwards, so RJ Barrett. But I think the one thing I like is this 15.9. Again, almost 139 out of 150. And if you take a look, I'm going with this man, Mitchell Robinson. This man, Mitchell Robinson, I think his line is only 9.5. No, it's 10.5 now. And look at what he's been averaging lately. 16, 15, 15. Like, to me, this is one of the best bets of the night. This is one of the best bets. He went against the Clippers, Milwaukee, and Cleveland. Now he gets to face a San Antonio team that doesn't rebound good. I like Mitchell Robinson for 10+ rebounds in this one. All right, moving right along. We have the Clippers at the Brooklyn Nets. We kind of talked about Ben Simmons. I like Ben Simmons' points, rebounds, and assists. It's at 15.5, and he has always gotten 15.5 rebounds and assists. The Clippers are not a good rebounding team. We already took a look at them, and we saw that they are bottom. So we take a look at the Clippers. I don't think they're a good rebounding team either, so no. So they give up 13.4 rebounds per game to centers. So I like Ben Simmons' rebounds and assists. I like their rebound and assists in this one. Hey guys, if you are new here or just joining or just watching this on replay, make sure you hit that follow button. Give me a follow. Also follow me on Twitter at Shotmaster. I'm actually going to start doing these early in the morning because that's usually when I do my research. But I said, you know what, today I actually did this earlier, but I said, you know what, I'm going to do it on my lunch break as well. So go ahead and make sure you follow me there and follow me here as well. All right. I don't like anything from the Clippers just because they just added James Harden. You don't know kind of where their usage rates are going to be. That's another big thing that we're not really talking about now, but it's something that goes into what I look for when it comes to players is their usage rate. And what the usage rate is what's the percentage down the floor does the ball flow through that particular person. So I think usage rate is very, good. As you can see here, there's a stat right here. And usually if there's a usage rate in like the 20s, oh man, or 30s, that's what you want to see. That's what you want to see. Hold on for a second. All right, let's go to Phoenix and Chicago. 219 total with a pretty close game. And so in these pretty close games are something I look at as well, because I feel like if it's close, then the starters are going to play more minutes, right? And so it looks like Bradley Beal is back. Still no Devin Booker, but Kevin Durant it looks like he's going to play. So let's go ahead. And this one's a little tough because Bradley Beal hasn't played. So let's go look at the Chicago side of things. If we go take a look at the Chicago side of things, oh man, they play bad against centers. As you can see, rebounding 17, almost 18 rebounds per game to centers. So in my eyes, that Nurkic is up for play here. And his rebounding is only at 8.5. I like it. I like it. You give me Nurkic at 8.5. Let's see what he's been doing. Might not have been he hasn't been doing that great. 12, 3, 9, and 4. See, I can't trust Nurkic with these numbers. Although I know it's a good matchup and he could very well crush this. He could very well crush this. I don't know if I trust it. So like for this, we'll take a look at how Nurkic is against centers, because I might go the other way. And sure enough, here rebound 14.4 to centers. So let's see what Vucevic is doing. He's a little bit more steady. 20, 17, 20, 13, and then 7 and 8 in his last ones. But we'll see where he is. He needs 10.5. See, I can't really trust him either. They do not have Bradley Beal on the books yet, which is surprising. Well, I guess it's not surprising because Brad hasn't played at all. Kobe White has been effective these last couple of games, but they have upped his point line. It was at 10.5. It's now at 12.5. But he's been getting 18, 11, 18. So it just depends on, let's see what that matchup looks like against the point guard. Only giving up middle of the pack. Like, there's nothing that stands out to me in this game for some reason. And so for that, we're going to skip. Like, I don't try to force anything. If it's something that I don't agree with or something that I don't like, hey, then we just skip it. We just skip it and go to the next game. All right, next game, we got Lakers at Houston. Lakers at Houston, 220, which on this slate is a kind of low, but 220. Austin Reeves has been lighting it up. I'm definitely interested to see where his line is right now. I believe his line is, let's see, his line right now is 14.5. I kind of like that. He's been getting at least 15 the last 3 games. Yeah, 15, 20, 23. I feel like he's finding his stride. You can see he's gone up. 5, 11, 15, 20, 23 against a bad Houston team that doesn't know how to defend. Let's see what else stands out and looks good. That's pretty much it. Maybe assist for the point guard, D'Angelo Russell, but D'Angelo Russell burnt me before on assists, so not sure I'm taking D'Angelo Russell either. Not sure I'm taking D'Angelo Russell either. So, all right, let's take a look at the Lakers side of things. So Lakers very good defensively, or middle of the pack defensively. I won't say very good. Middle of the pack defensively. They don't give up nothing too crazy. So, I'm probably going to take Austin Reeves and move on. All right, we got 2, 4, 6. We got 7 games to go. So we're going to get through this and end this stream. But we have Cleveland at OKC 228. By the way, if you subscribe to me, you will get free plays every day. You'll get free plays. You'll get all my free plays every day If you subscribe, it's only $2.99 for a subscription, and I believe that it's 30% off until November 18th. So you can do the math. Nobody told me that there would be math on this show, so I'm not going to calculate that. But $2.99 minus 30% gives you less than $2.99, and you can go ahead and subscribe and get all of my plays that I play for that particular day for free, as long as you are subscribed. So appreciate y'all, and I might, depending on how we grow this thing or how I grow this thing, how we grow this thing, because it's definitely more than just me. We might just do like early morning sessions for just subs only. So that might be something that we do. All right, Cleveland at OKC. This is going to be a good game. Looks like Cleveland is a little bit shorthanded, but they do get Jared Allen back. They got Mobley, they got Strus, they got Garland, they got Donovan Mitchell. Shea is back for OKC. If we take a look at Cleveland. Cleveland, very good defensive team, except for the center position. But you got to remember, Jared Allen is only back for his second day. So even though they give up 18 to centers, I really don't trust that, because Jared Allen is back, and I'm pretty sure he's going to influence those numbers a little bit. All right, if we take a look at OKC, take a look at what they do. They give up a lot of three-pointers to the shooting guard. So Darius Garland is in play, if you ask me. I like it. I like it. I'm going to have me some Darius Garland threes. But you can see he is definitely in play. And then you got him for assists as well. So they're giving up almost 10 assists to point guards as well. So, actually Donovan Mitchell is the shooting guard. So I might take Donovan Mitchell threes for real, even though his threes are probably ridiculous. But if you look at it, 3.4 for a point guard for Darius Garland, that's pretty good too. That's pretty good too. You want to get away from, like, it's not always just all about the number. It's also where the line is too. Like, you can have, like, for instance, okay, 149. That's almost dead last rebounding, giving up 19 boards per game to centers. But, Jared Allen just came back. You don't know if his minutes are solid. And I think his rebounding line is at 9.5, which he hasn't had in his 2 games back. So, again, just because that team is bad against that position and that stat doesn't mean you automatically go for it. Like, the line has to be right, the environment has to be right. All of those things have to be right in order for you to kind of, go. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at our next game, Detroit and Milwaukee. Now, initially when I look at this game, Milwaukee is terrible against point guards and what they do, like point guards and points. So I seen Brunson light them up. We seen, a bunch of point guards light up Milwaukee. If we take a look at Milwaukee's defense, you can see they're bottom third against point guards and small forwards. I don't see anything out the ordinary. Giving up 27 to shooting guards is kind of bad. It's kind of bad. That means, like, Malik Beasley hasn't been guarding anybody. And that could be the case, is because they got a small forward at starting shooting guard. So, I'm on the TikTok.
Yeah, I see.
You saw me on TikTok? No. You can follow me. Oh, okay. You can put it So, all right. So again, I like Cade Cunningham, maybe Killian Hayes. But if you ask me, I like Asar Thompson points. So small forward, we'll take a look. Small forward is they don't guard small forwards at all well. 28.2 points per game, 4 threes per game. Like, and if you go to Asar Thompson, I like that he's consistent. Look, 15, 16, 16, 14, 16. Like this, that's what you want to see. He hasn't been making a lot of threes, but he's made 3 in his last 2 games. And he's been pretty consistent, putting up 11 plus shots per game. So I believe his line is at, let's see what his line is at for Asar. This is Detroit. So Asar's line is at 14 and a half. Again, 15, 16, 16, 14, 16. He's only not gotten it once. And now he faces a team that gives up almost the most points to that position. Like, to me, that's a bump up from your normal input. It wouldn't surprise me if he goes for a career high 20 points tonight. It would not surprise me if he goes for 20 points tonight. All right, so let's go to the next matchup, and that is going to be Miami and Memphis. Memphis finally won a game, 218 total. This is going to be a low-scoring game. That's the other thing you look for, too, is like high-scoring games. That means this is going to be a pace-up for some teams. This obviously is a slow. We got 2 slow teams in Miami and Memphis. I'm not going to lie. The only thing I like about this is maybe Biyombo's rebounds, but let's go ahead and take a look. Take a look at Miami first and see what jumps out. Giving up 16 rebounds per game to centers. I mean, that's not entirely too bad. I mean, again, it's not just starting centers, it's backup centers and everybody that's a center that comes to them. So that's not too bad if we go ahead and take a look. Who they play? Oh, Memphis. They're bad against point guards, but the unfortunate thing is that I can't trust Lowry. Like, he's the point guard. Sometimes he wants to score, sometimes he doesn't. Sometimes he wants assists, sometimes he doesn't. Like, he just does a little of everything. He doesn't do it enough. So I might not take anybody from this game because nobody stands out to me right now. Maybe Luke Kennard off the bench for threes when they add it. But other than that, I don't like anything. All right. The Pelicans against the Minnesota Timberwolves. No Zion Williams, 216 and a half total. Minnesota favored by 9 at home. Rudy Gobert and Joe Val always play a crazy game. As you can see, Joe Val is not good defensively. He gives up 16.3. And this is where I like Rudy Gobert's chances right here. I like Rudy Gobert's chances. So if we take a look at Rudy Gobert's line, I believe it's 9.5. Is it 9.5? Let's see, hold on. His rebounding line. rebounding line is 11 and a half. 11 and a half. They give up 16. I don't know if that's not enough. I actually would probably go Rudy's points here in this one. Rudy, his points is 13 and a half. They give up 24.7. It's a good cushion. I like Rudy's points right here. All right, next game. Toronto at Dallas, 227 total. Dallas 4.5 point favorites. I mean, who doesn't love themselves some Luka? Who doesn't love themselves some Luka? But let's go ahead and take a look at Toronto's. They're good against power forward, shooting guard, and point guards. It's just centers that they're bad against. So the question is, do you want to get Podol and 16 and a half rebounds? I don't think so, because I think Podol's thing is like maybe 9.5. Yeah, it's like 9.5. So if you go take a look at like what he's done lately, I mean 14, 9, 16. 14, 14, 9, 16. Actually, that's actually not that bad. That's actually not that bad. So I'm actually might go for Podol in this rebound. If we take a look at Dallas, nothing really stands out. Maybe the assist from point guard. Maybe you want to take Schroeder's assist, but I don't think Schroeder has been consistent. He's had 11, 10, 6, 8, 11, 10, 6. I don't know if I can trust that. All right, Portland and Sacramento, 222 total. Sac still without De'Aaron Fox. Davion Mitchell has been putting in some work, so not mad at that. Sacramento still favored by 8. I really like Sabonis rebounds right here. Let's see, Sabonis, I think his rebounding line right now is 12 and a half, but I'm guaranteeing you, if you look this up and you look up Portland, and you look up the center position, it's giving up 27 points, and they're last. They are dead last in rebounds. To me, this is a no-brainer. I think Sabonis racks up rebounds 15, 11, 15, and 8. I think he gets his 12 and a half easily. In fact, it wouldn't surprise me if by halftime he has 10. So that's how bad Portland is shooting, and that's how good Sabonis is going to be on in the block, getting rebounds. All right, the last game, which I'm really interested in, and I might sidecast tonight. Make sure you follow me over on Twitch, twitch.tv/ShotMasterTV. 226.5 total. Denver, 3.5 favorites. I'm gonna tell you right now, I like whatchamacallit, Joker. I like the Joker. There should be no Draymond. So he's going against Looney and Kuminga. I like Looney too, actually. So if we take a look at Golden State, you can see they're giving up 16.4 rebounds. And if we go take a look at Denver, they're giving up 13.7. So give me Joker and his rebounds. Joker's rebound line is 13 and a half. Yeah, he'll have 14. He'll have 14. That's pretty steep though. I mean, I guess that is the only thing he's been doing consistently. 14, 15, 14, 10, 10. Like, the assists have been sporadic. The points have been good, though. The points have been good. This should be a good game. So I feel like the stars may stay in there a little bit longer. So I can see maybe Vucevic definitely having a triple-double. And let's see if we go back to Golden State. And, getting a little bit more points than he usually does. So. All right, so that's it. That's the 13-game slate. Y'all, appreciate y'all watching. Make sure you hit that follow button if you're not following the channel already. Also follow me on Twitter at Shotmaster, and also follow me on Twitch at twitch.tv/ShopmasterTV. We got a show tonight, Shop Sideline Scoop, with Big Stupid, starting at 8:15 tonight. Come through. We're talking everything you need to know about NFL. We'll recap week 9 and get you ready for week 10. And yeah, that's it. So again, I appreciate y'all. Y'all be good, be safe, be blessed. I'm out. Peace.